Hello everyone, my name is Khalior. I bring to you every week the latest news related to Bloodhunt and everything around it, and I help explain the news in a way to better understand what is going on. For posterity, archival, and recording purposes, it is currently Saturday, March 2nd, 2024. It is currently 11:24 a.m. Eastern Time. It has been 676 days since the official release of Bloodhunt. Currently activated in-game is the Primus Pass, and the current patch is the Community Update. We are recording this live on Twitch every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, unless there's a tournament or event, in which case it's always moved to Sunday. If you are live, feel free to ask me some questions in the chat if it's relevant to what I'm talking about. And as a reminder and a disclosure, I'm not a game dev, I'm not bound by an NDA. I'll do the best that I can explain the news with some reasonable assumptions, but keep in mind that I do not work for SharkMob. So, as I usually do, a few reminders as we begin. And I'm not sure if it's actually like confirmed by anyone, but we're gonna see. Right now, the Lost Lovers mask that was available from February 15th to February 28th. The code has now expired. So if you did not manage to grab it, sorry. Better luck next time. Next year, maybe, if ever we still have the game still running next year. Otherwise, the only possible way to get it is maybe you're going to see it in maybe like some other kind of special events or giveaways, if ever the community managers like accept to give out a code or two for people who missed out on that. But yes, the Lost Lovers Mask, the Bloody Valentine's code, should not be working at this point in time. It expired this week. But one thing, like to compensate for this, one thing that we got this week, it doesn't work. All right. So it's just that I can never really test that out on my account because I already claimed everything. So, but the news about items that we got this week is we've got a store update as we announced. We got a store update that happened. Yeah. So what we've got in here. The Kebnekaise, I don't know if that's the proper way to say it. The Kebnekaise eyewear, the Master of Death and Coterie Commander tattoos. In terms of piercing, the Crescent Drop, the Warning Tag, the Smokestack. For makeup, we got the Resurrected makeup. I'm skipping one. For emotes, we've got the very cool Juggle Knife emote, the Ouch emote. And we have, at long last, as many people requested and have been begging and have been crying, gnashing their teeth, have been talking about, the Lady Justice outfit from Early Access Founders Pass is finally inside the store. But now, to everyone's great surprise, we got also in the store 4 never seen before custom items inside the store. You know that the store updates that we got since the last patch, so since May 30th, 2023, all of the store updates have been items that you could only find in past battle passes, a selection of them that have been like added gradually month after month going inside the store. It's not all of them, but it's a selection of them. So here we are, incredibly surprised to not only see some new items in there, but also with this update, we've seen 4 items that we have never seen before, completely new. So what we got in there, we got the Copper Stroke makeup, which is like admittedly incredibly muted. You're never gonna see this when you're gonna be like fighting enemies inside the game. It's probably when you're gonna do like your little close-ups of your characters. It's just those 2 little lines, and maybe the line over the eye here. but it's incredibly muted, little makeup. But we also have the Brutal Promise, the Brutal Promise outfit, which is for all males. All male characters can wear this. It's got really that it's got that little a splash of yellow on the side, and at the back it says "I will be brutal." Incredible, like really fun. And the other one that we got is the recomposition outfit for all female characters. Now, there is also another one here called Envy. Okay, it's a green common outfit called Envy. Unfortunately, as many people noticed when the store was updated, it was not showing up in the store. So the devs were quick. The community managers let us know in the Bloodhunt Discord that they were looking at it. It's indeed not showing up in the store. And a few hours later, what do we have? We've got them saying one item was mysteriously missing from yesterday's store update, so we're giving it away. You can redeem this code inside your profile until the end of the year. So there you go. You've got, let me just add it here. Boom. So you've got the Envy outfit. It's a nice little cream, more like beige type of shirt with it's a very nice green outfit that you've got there. But yeah, it is green common quality, and both male and female characters can use it. So you need to use the code OURBLOODHUNTENVY if you want to claim it. And yeah, the code is up until the end of the year, so you can add that to all the other codes that exist for all the free stuff that we can get if we're currently playing player of the game, or like new players. You can also add that if you're a streamer and you've got like your little commands for like free codes. You can slap that one into that, no problem. Okay. Now, there is one thing about this specific store update that people have noticed. It is the wording of what was said here. Kindred and Kind, the last planned time store update. Remember, you can get free tokens from the Battle Pass and enjoy the new cosmetics. Now, people that have been watching this news recap have known for quite a while that this store update on February 26, 2024 was going to be the last scheduled store update. Now, some people have been very quick to point out that a lot of people have first read this and said last store update. However, I want to point out it's never been confirmed that it was the last store update. All they've said is this is the last planned timed store update. What does that mean? Well, as I've been saying for quite a while at the beginning of the show, the last update that was put out there, the community update, was put out there on May 30th, 2023. It was at that time that all of the planned release, the scheduled timed release of the TDM maps, the weapons, the gold weapons, the store updates, all of that stuff, all of this was scheduled and planned for months and months and months and months in advance. So this was the last thing, this was the very last update that was on the plan scheduled when they put out the patch. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean after that? What I said last week still applies here. We're waiting for the community managers to tell us what's gonna happen. What's up? Okay? What's up with this? Does that mean that they're going to bring in a couple of devs to go like, okay, well, there's still people playing the game. How about we set up another schedule for other things to update inside the store? Now, it doesn't say anything about, like, were they planning the game to still be up and active to this point in time in, you know, their plan of, like, you know, slowing down the production and the support of the game. We don't know. We don't know. Certainly felt like back in October when we had the rise in numbers that happened at that time. So it certainly felt in the messaging that no one really expected, with the way that the numbers were declining for the game. They still, I don't think that they expected the game to be lasting that long and still be running back in October, and also that we had a little climb in numbers that happened during that month. I think that none of that was expected, and that was very welcome. That was why, you know, during the FUNament that we had in October, Tobias decided to join us on the Discord call to, like, thank the community, basically, for, like, still being there, still supporting the game. At least that's how I read between the lines. That's how I chose to read it. So, yeah, we know that there are some items that are not finding their way inside the store right now. We are still kind of waiting to figure out, like, are there reasons why some items have not been in the store? I know that there's been a desire to keep some items exclusive and not bring them back. It was just kind of like you had to be there, you know, kind of FOMO kind of thing. You had to be there. These were special circumstances in which you had to do the thing to get the items at the end. That was going to be the prizes at the end. We don't know which ones are exclusive. The only things that we know is the items that were tied to brand deals. These are not coming back again. So there's only a handful or two of items like that we know for sure they're not coming back. Now for the other ones, I don't know, maybe that can be negotiated. Maybe they're thinking about it. I just know that the community manager said, we're going to be talking about it. We're going to see, you know, we're going to see. Maybe, like, with the numbers that we have, maybe they decide it's not worth their time. Maybe pulling a dev or two from Exoborn, that's not possible right now, because, like, they're pushing, like, they are developing for Exoborn. Like, the hype is on Exoborn, the hype is not on Bloodhunt anymore. So maybe upstairs they might be saying, no, you're not getting a dev just to do that. We're just gonna, you know, see how the game goes when we're not doing any more store updates or any of that. Like, it's possible. But yeah, they need to let us know what's up. I know that, like I said last week, I'm gonna be repeating again. Like, I'm repeating already some stuff I said last week. I know that Tobias and other community managers have some plans for some activities or distributing some things, but I don't know exactly what. So it's up, like, we're still waiting for them to let us know what's going on. Like, for this week, I think it's good enough. We had the store update. We had some people, like, talking about some things. We're gonna see what's gonna be happening. But yeah, continue. I think I've already barged on some of the other points that I wanted to talk about. So, like, because of this, some people had questions about what's happening now. So Tobias had answers. So there's some things that are already confirmed to you back in the day or a few months ago or last week or whatever. But Tobias is there to confirm a few other things. So these are some things that I got from the Discord. Since this is the last store update, are they still doing updated Twitch drops? Yes, we are. There you go. Twitch drops are still continuing. We already knew that, but I'm like, here's Tobias saying, like, yes, they're continuing with the Twitch drops. Want to remind everyone that items, like I said last week, items that were available as Twitch drops and only as Twitch drops in the past, I don't think that there's going to be any effort into taking them and putting them inside the store. If they were coded as Twitch drops, they're probably going to bring them back as Twitch drops, you know, just to make sure that we've got, like, you know, it's going to be like you know, especially if they're running out of items to give us. There's some Twitch drops that we saw like one time and only once. So there, you know, it's a question of rotating them, bringing them back, making sure they're available for all the new players. We're going to be talking about the ones that we currently have and the ones that we got yesterday, basically. But yeah, like I was saying, there's a whole list that exists out there of the drop, of all the drops like you're currently seeing in chat. I've got my whole list of all the possible drops that existed out there. So if ever you want to see some of them come back again, if you saw some of them that you'd really like to want to see back again, but they've only been like, they came back in the rotation in the last like 4 months or something like that, maybe it's going to take a while before those are brought back. But there's some from further away in time, like let's say last year, that we haven't seen come back. Maybe those are gonna probably gonna be coming back, but you never know. You never know. It's like you never know. Are the Twitch drops that they're gonna do? Are they gonna be rotating weekly? Are they gonna be rotating monthly? We never know. They can't necessarily unless it's confirmed. They really like to switch things up. The community managers. Once in a while, like right now, we seem to be going back into a, month after month kind of deal. We did that in the past. Sometimes after a while, they decide to switch it up back into week after week. We don't know. We're just going to go with the flow. Another question that was being brought back is... Hello, Mark. Someone was asking, Nivi was asking, so if people won't buy stuff, but player base won't decline, with servers could still shut down. Tobias says, well, the primary importance is the active community and player base. But because we do have an active player base, these players who are supporting the game are also doing it through token purchases to buy stuff from the store. We still see new players coming in who enjoy the game and want to support it by buying some outfits, for example. This, as mentioned in the article, helps the upkeep of the Bloodhunt servers. Now, what he's talking about is the article that I kept referring back to you that says that basically servers are still staying up because the cost of the servers is being paid through token purchases. That's what you had to read between the lines in that article that they put up last year about this. About continuing the game and making sure how do we make sure that the servers are staying up. When they said we're still keeping the servers, we're still keeping the services, we're still keeping everything up. The only thing that we're not continuing to do is development. So no patches, no updates incoming for the game. The only thing that we're leaving up, we're leaving the servers. We're making sure that we've got two, like they said, they only have two conditions to keep the servers up. They need to have an active community playing the game and to have people buying tokens who are paying for the upkeep cost of the servers. You with your 18k tokens. I think I have more, but mine, on my screen, they're just I've chose to hide my number of tokens. It's not just so people can't see how many tokens I have. It's also that I don't look at how many tokens I have. Because that's, you don't have to do that. No one has to do that, but I've been making sure ever since that's been made clear. I always make sure that I at least every month, I take a little chunk out of my paycheck and I buy some tokens, even if I have everything on. That's in the store, just because I want to do my part in I want to keep the servers up. I'm not buying a whole bunch of them, It's just I'm doing one purchase, just every month, doing my part because I like it. Anyways. So yeah, there's some people that were asking, in regards to what is currently there on the screen. He's basically reiterating here, we need to have, we've got both of those things that are happening. And there's some people that were asking, If we have the infinite battle pass, where you just continue to play the game, every 28,000 XP that you manage to grind of battle pass XP, you get 100 tokens. So if you're getting some free tokens by playing the game, why would you purchase any kind of tokens with IRL money? You know, why would you be doing that? There's a free way of getting that. Well, it's a reality of this era that sometimes some people want shortcuts. Some people want, like, I really want that outfit that's in the store. Why can't I get it now? Why do I have to grind for 3 weeks and finally get this outfit? Well, the option is still there. They decided to keep that option there. And there's some people that are still like purchasing IRL, they're still purchasing tokens with IRL money. And for that, we thank them because they're helping keeping the servers up. The cost of servers up. So yeah, you can't necessarily, it's not good to just be like having opinions about people who want to spend money. If people want to spend money, let them spend money. Like, it's, you know, it's, I just buy random stuff and spend RL money to support the game. Yeah. I mean, there's some people, like, we can't all be whales in the gaming industry who are buying, like, you know, hundreds and hundreds of things and just going like, oh yeah, can you give me the priciest thing on your menu? I will buy it, even though it's completely unreasonable for a mobile game. Yes, let me buy it, like, spend thousands upon thousands of dollars. Like, we don't have that for Bloodhunt, you know? But, yeah, like, I'm not gonna take a, I'm not gonna say negative things about people who want to be spending money. Like, everyone's got their money, everyone makes the decisions about their money and all of that. Personally, because I like Bloodhunt, I want Bloodhunt to still stay up. If people want to spend money on the Bloodhunt, let them do it. It's a little too hot. My heater's going crazy. All right, so let's move on for this thing. So yes, servers are staying up as long as we still got those two conditions. So there you go. That's what you need. Like, when you're saying like an active community, some people are just like, give us numbers. What numbers? What numbers are like? What are the numbers that we need in order to make sure that the community stays up? Please tell us the numbers. And one of the things that I've learned from the gaming industry is that on the dev perspective, the least the least amount of info specifically about numbers that they can get out there to communities, to gamers, the better it is for them. Because whenever you've got some numbers out there, gamers make it to like their talk about numbers, and they're trying to meta the game, meta the health of the game. And that becomes like a whole mess of complicated stuff. And then there's people that will try to meta the health of the game or meta the community of the game, and will do actions in order to benefit or negatively impact games in that respect. So it's just best to leave that, like, the numbers up to like the real people who know all of that stuff. They had merch. Yes, they had merch in the very beginning. However, probably that the cost of upkeep through Shopify was probably not something that they wanted to continue to pay, you know, to keep the Shopify service up. There are still some, it's been a while, but there's still some merch that you can still get through Razer. Razer still has some things. I think the keyboard is still obtainable. The soundtracks are still obtainable, although some physical versions of the soundtracks are not available anymore. They're completely sold out last time I checked. Yeah, mouse, gamepads, the phone cases. Yeah. They all had that. I'm currently using a gamepad, a mouse pad right now. Yes. Anyways, so you go back to work. All right. Another thing that was mentioned and that Tobias answered in the same day, so I might as well like point it out there. Some people are going like, who's voting for the Hand of Glory? Who are these people inside the community Who's voting for the Hand of Glory? Why would you vote for the Hand of Glory? Blah, blah, you know the complaint. You've heard that. Probably you said it yourself. Who's voting for this? Who is actually voting for this? And I've said it many times that there are different kinds of players playing the game. And it's not necessarily like the Venn diagrams of all the different people that want to play the game for different reasons aren't necessarily crossing at the same time. They're not necessarily crossing at the same point. So you can't necessarily pigeonhole the people that vote for Hand of Glory for being this or that kind of player that wants to do this, that plays this way, blah, 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 blah. So Scarecrow was asking, I'd like to know how many of those hand voters are actually sticking in the game. So because there's people that are thinking that people are making alt accounts specifically to go vote in massive numbers to go vote for the Hand of Glory, to troll other people, or because they're really good players, but really good players that really like to play with the Hand of Glory because it gives them a really unfair advantage at a high level competition. So there's been this theory going around that there's some people that are making hundreds and hundreds of alt accounts only to like mess up the votes. And yeah, that's not proven, and I don't see how that works, especially if you see the numbers of how the people who are voting. There are ways to see that. There's some people that wouldn't have to be like wasting a good chunk of their time in the week to go on all their alt accounts and go vote. I think that's a very there's a few people that might be doing that like on a handful of accounts, but it's not enough to sway the entire vote, because the entire vote we're talking about like thousands of votes, hundreds of votes in some cases and thousands of votes in the other in some other cases, because we got 3 categories. You would really need like a lot, and I mean like a huge amount of like accounts and a lot of time on your hands in order to like really make a dent inside those votes. But especially given how close the votes usually are, yeah, we're talking about like hundreds of votes in difference, when usually like when we say that some votes are close, we're talking about hundreds of votes in difference. Even if people were doing that, like they'd be like playing really mind games with the community. Anyways, so Tobias said, last I looked at the voting data in December, the majority of players who are voting are returning players. It takes a bit for new players to discover the community voting functionality. Yes, because even if you are logging inside the game with a big welcome screen and some big button to tell you to go to the community vote, some people like to skip screens. And they don't know that the community vote exists. Like I said, there are different reasons why some people would vote for Hand of Glory, or how, and there's different play styles that go along with Hand of Glory. There are some people who never, ever manage to get a win in Bloodhunt. They never manage to go in a solo and reach number 1. There are some players who, if you give them the advantage to hide inside the match to get as high as possible inside the ranking of one match, they will do it. There's some people who don't necessarily, care. They will be using the Hand of Glory if it's there. There's some people who despise the Hand of Glory, who will like leave it in the red gas if ever they see it, because they think it's an unfair advantage. There's a whole discussion about this, but yes, that theory here about hand voters or people that are just like voting and then just leaving, that is disproved by Tobias, who's actually looked at the data. So that little theory can go out there. So it's not like people who are voting are actually people who are playing the game. Me and my people still can't win a trio match. It's like playing God mode. Trios, I always said this, trios is the highest skill, highest entertainment value of the entire game. trios really is trios matches are the pinnacle of Bloodhunt. And I'm not saying this out of like, oh, this is just an opinion. No, absolutely. Have you tried playing this? It's really the most difficult, and also the most entertaining game mode that we have inside this game. So yeah, trios is absolutely no joke. Now, speaking of the hand, we're going to be talking about community voting. So community voting results of that we got last week. There we go. Yes, I wasn't paying attention when I posted the original thing. I meant the community vote, not the community vote options. I messed up. I copy-pasted the wrong thing. So anyways, let's take a look at it. What we've been playing with this week. So at 42% of the votes, oh my god, this was a favorite. This means that there is a combo here in the TDM maps here. The combo here was favorited by a bunch of people. Because at 42%, yo, that's big. Graveyard, Slaughterhouse, Divine Disco. For legendary weapons, we have the flare gun, which I've yet to see. I'm going to be playing like the entire weekend just to manage to get my hands on the golden flare gun. I still don't know anything about it. Tommy gun, auto shotgun, sniper rifle. I wasn't surprised at 50% of the votes. Yeah, like I said, I was absolutely not surprised to see this coming in as the big winner. And like most people said, it was going to be Hand of Glory and Crow Famulus. But as much as many people told me, yes, unfortunately, Khalior, it is inevitably going to be this thing that wins. Obviously, a lot of people, like both the people that like the Hand of Glory. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, I'm flashing back. Never mind what I just said. What I meant to say was, people said, sorry. I don't know why I was flashing back to another situation, another week. My mistake. Let me get back. I said, a lot of people told me that this combo would absolutely not win. The combo that was going to win was going to be Boots and the Book. Absolutely, don't worry about this. There's only one choice next week. That's going to be it. Absolutely no problem. That is the thing that is going to be happening. And that's why people were surprised to see that Hand of Glory and Crow Famulus won at 43% of the votes. So, hence, like the question about the hand that popped up in the Discord. So, yeah, some people were very surprised, but at the same time, some people also like to rest on their laurels and forget to vote, or not vote in, or go like, well, obviously it's going to be that one. It doesn't matter if I vote. No, make sure you vote, and your vote is locked in. So at 43% of the votes, yeah, guys, it wasn't that locked in. Books and Boots, yeah, it wasn't that locked in. So maybe we're gonna see a change this week. Why am I saying this? Because the votes that we have this week are very interesting. Now, let's look at those. So, the votes that we have this week, remember, you have up until, well, if you're in NA, you have until the end of Sunday to vote in. So make sure that your votes are in. Now, why I was saying this was interesting was because these are the artifact choices that we got this week. We got Boots and Rourke's Ram, Hand of Glory and Eye of Thorns, and Nada's Volume and Crow Famulus. I think there is a good possibility of all of these three options of winning. I think that we might see a vote that is in the 30%, because some people, I think the community might be very, very, very split on this. Some people really like the Boots, but don't like Rourke's Ram. Some people really like Hand of Glory, but don't like the Eye of Thorns, because it's not necessarily about the damage dealt that they don't like the Eye of Thorns. It's about the damage received. If you got a good player that's shooting at you and you've got the Eye of Thorns, you are dead much quicker than expected. And maybe people don't like Rourke's Ram and don't like Eye of Thorns so much that maybe they're going like, hey, the Book and the Crow, this is a good combo. This is a good combo as well. So I think that all of the options are good, and I'm not going to predict anything. Personally, my own choice is to go boots and ram because I want to see the ram back in the game. I really want to see the ram back in the game. I really like doing my melee. I really like how the ram works. That's just me. I would just grab what I find and move on. Absolutely, that's the way that we're all gonna play the game. Personally, I like whatever is in there. Like I grab it. Whenever I already have one, and do I choose to pick the other option that's inside the safe in front of me? That's another thing. But yeah, I'm gonna pick up whatever is in front of me. For TDM maps, we have the option of Rooftop Restaurant, Old Town Square Slaughterhouse, Option 2, Railway Station, Graveyard, and Divine Disco, and Option 3, Burning Church, Library, and Memorial Park. Now, I like to switch my things up once in a while, because I like to play TDM. So, I like to always choose things that have not been inside, that have not been, like, playing this week. So this week what we had Slaughterhouse, Graveyard, and Divine Disco. So for me it's an easy choice because I don't have like any issues with any of them here. I think that option 3 is a really good one. Burning Church, Library, and Memorial Park. Like some people have heard me say here, I really want more library. I don't think I've played like enough of the library map. Like I really want to see it again. So if ever you don't know or you don't care about TDM, my recommendation is to vote for option 3 personally. And for legendary weapons, this week what we got is option 1, Tommy gun, flare gun, marksman rifle, and assault rifle. Option 2, double barrel sniper rifle, dual pistols, and pump shotgun. And option 3, dual SMGs, pistol, hunting rifle, and auto shotgun. Now, all of these are really good options. All of these are really, really good options. Maybe the one that has maybe the least appeal of those might be option 2 because you've got a pump shotgun and a double barrel. So you're kind of doubling on the shotguns here. But to compensate, you do have the gold dual pistols. In there. And if you're really good with a sniper, you really might want to use that. See, Daddy Demon, that's why I want to play Bloodhunt during the weekend, is because I want to get my hands on the flare gun. Normally a gold weapon, what it does is reload time is accelerated, damage dealt is more, and usually also you have like bigger magazine. Usually. And sometimes like for certain weapons, you've also got like certain like particularities. So let's say the sniper rifle, you don't have like 4 bullets. You have 1 bullet and then you need to reload. But that bullet does a lot more damage, like incredibly a lot of damage. It can possibly be like a one-shot headshot kills, like 1 shot, 1 kill with the sniper rifle. It's absolutely possible. But that's different from, purple. So yeah, usually like better fire rate and all of that. So that's why I was speculating. Flare gun is probably just like normal. You only have like 1 in the chamber at all times, but this one probably like reloads faster. It probably shoots faster. So I would speculate that it's kind of like the golden crossbow where you don't have that much. It's a projectile. So projectile means you're gonna have a curve and you're gonna have a fall off. That's gonna be happening. That's how you play with the crossbow usually, but because it shoots, like the time to project is going to be like much faster, you've got less of a curve that happens. So that's what I speculated about the flare gun. I haven't seen anyone talk about the flare gun and or I haven't seen anyone play with the golden flare gun this week, so I really don't have any data. That's why I really want to get my hands on it to see. You've noticed zero change between, like there has to be changes. There has to be changes. Yeah, so let's say like you've got dual SMGs. So the dual SMGs, if ever you've got like something that has bullet spread, let's say like the double barrel or the pump shotgun or the auto shotgun okay? Or the Tommy gun. Usually, like, these are weapons that have a sort of bullet spread that as you are increasing the quality, you're going from, you know, from green to blue to purple to gold. The bullet spread just usually starts very wide, and as you're increasing with quality, it keeps like shrinking. So where you actually shooting, you're getting more pellets or you're getting more bullets or shots in. That is usually like normally the case. That happens like with, you know, when you've got bullet spread. Like the dual pistols, like they shoot much quicker, much faster. They've got more bullets before you reload. And the bullets, I think, do a little extra damage, but because of the rate at which it fires is a lot increased, then the damage of the bullets is not increased by that much, because you can get more bullets in. So yeah, still have to see. So these are the options that we've got. Probably people, like I said, people like their spray and pray weapons, so probably you've got Tommy gun and assault rifle here. I think that probably it's very likely that the overall majority of the community is going to vote for option 1. However, for option 2 or option 3, like I said, here you have double shotguns. So I think that also option 3 is also a good contender, because you've got close range, you've got some close range, mid range. The starter pistol is absolutely no joke, as some people might have noticed, and the gold hunting rifle is also very, very, very good. So yeah, we're gonna see what people vote. Make sure that your votes are locked in. Yeah. Now, okay, so these are the options. Everyone voted, blah blah blah. We all talked about that. Good. We're at the part where we talk about Twitch drops. So we've got some new Twitch drops that just started yesterday, March 1st, as promised. So what we got is we've got the Milk outfit and the Swift Vision eyewear, who are continuing their own campaign. So that's going to be like 2.5 months that they're going to be available for everyone. Probably after this month of March, it's going to be like, we're going to be done with them, because they will have been there, like, available in their own time. But we also have the burnout outfit for males. We've got the Feel the Burn outfit for females, the Please Die outfit for males, and the White Death mask. There's been a lot of people that have been asking about those Plague Doctor masks, like, how do we get them? There's 3 different colors. There's a black, there's a brown, and there is the white one. Yes, the Please Die jacket is very slick. I know, I wish we could have that on female bodies as well. Fortunately, that didn't happen. In a different universe, a different, like, alternate universe, both male and female would have this outfit. Looks good with Candy Kid glasses. Yeah, it does. It also works good with the Swift Vision eyewear. So the way that it works for this month is you have 2 campaigns, kind of like last month. The difference is that it starts like the first 4 hours of campaign that you're going into, like, it starts with those 4 items that are returning. And then the second campaign after that, after you claim your drops after 4 hours, then the other campaign starts, if ever you want the Milk outfit and Swift Vision eyewear, because some people are a little bit frustrated to start with the drops of getting again the Milk and Swift Vision eyewear again last month, so they switched it around, but they still are making those 2 available for a while. Now, these are for the whole month up until March 29th. So yeah, you can get those from watching a total of, you know, 2 sets of 4 hours, but so for a total of 8 hours that you have to watch during the month. But that you can get that from watching the top 100 streamers that we have for March from February. So you've got the whole list of everyone there who managed to qualify. Congratulations to everyone who put in the time. I looked at around like the top 100, like whenever the list was being made, and it looks like to be in the top 100, you needed to have at least 17 hours of time streaming Bloodhunt over the last 30 days. So again, the bar for that was still like incredibly pretty low. I remember last year, and for the longest time, the bar to be in the top 100 was to have at least around like 25 hours of Bloodhunt stream over the last 30 days. So still very manageable for people who know in advance and want to get themselves set up. So yeah, if ever you want to have drops for the next month, the next series of drops that's going to be happening in April, which I think is going to be a good idea. Remember how I said that it was smelling like pineapple last week? It must have been because I probably ate some fritters, like some pineapple fritters. It's probably because of that. But I think that as we're getting close to April, there might be a strong scent of pineapple that might be in the air at that point. But anyways, so if ever you want to also have the drops in the next month, make sure that before what is it going to be? Like they said, like you said, March 19th. So before March 28th, make sure that you've got your hours of streaming Bloodhunt all packed in to be able to stream. So also on top of that, there is like all of those. No, first of all, they managed to get the drops activated on their channel. So of course we're expecting these people, all of these 100 people, to be streaming Bloodhunt a lot during the month. Also, they managed to get themselves the cool what is it? Press start icon and game over banner. That was meant for streamers only as an incentive to stream Bloodhunt during February. I will contact these people over, like I'm gonna start this weekend to give that. Did I have that here? Yes, it's here. So press start and game over. I'm going to be sending the codes. I'm going to be contacting everyone. I'm going to start this weekend to do that, and over the course of the next week, I have a list, so there's no need to contact me. I will contact you. And yeah, I will start with all the people that I know that are inside the Bloodhunt, and like probably Twitch after that, because, you know, people on the Discord, people that are already on the Discord, they already know what's up. For the people who are streaming, who have streamed the game and they don't even know that this kind of promotion was there, you know, it'll take a little bit more explaining, so probably gonna get to that at some point. But yeah, if ever you want to know exactly how to make sure that you got your drops in April, also at the end of this post, I've got here like the little instructions and the link to the website that we use to determine who gets to be in the top 100. So if ever you want to check that out, it's all in there. Follow the tweet that I put there. So, moving on. For events, well, we've got the My Bloody Valentine community quest, which was supposed to end on the 29th, but is still going to continue. Hold on. That's a little too early. So the FAR told me that it was still continuing throughout the weekend-ish. I don't have a date and time specifically to tell people like now's the last time to get it, but it's still happening. So if ever you want to get one of those two outfits or get the participation reward, again, I'm going to say this is your last chance to participate. This weekend, I don't know when it's going to end, but it's this weekend. So do this ASAP if ever you want one of those things. Now, I've talked about this a lot, so I'm not going to go like into further details about that. Oh, wait, it's over there, right? I posted it in the wrong order. Okay. Anyways. So, community activities. I said that I was going to be posting a March schedule to let you know exactly what was going on, what we got planned. And like I said, I was going to tone it down a little bit. So like I say here, these are not the only activities that exist in the community. It's just the ones that I'm aware of at the moment. And all of the events that are happening, you can find them in the community events channel in the Bloodhunt Discord. We found 5 of 13. Well, you can still continue to get it. You can still continue to get it. It's still open. So as long as you, the moment that you can't send anything is the moment where you try to get inside the form and it tells you like the form is closed. So until you get the notification that the form has closed, you can still submit. So go ahead and do it. So for what we have here, I have it like in like a little bit more manageable form. It will not let you anymore the other day. Maybe try again. So what we got, again, like I said, I've heard of some people that said that they wanted to organize some things this month. I'm still waiting on the details of what they want to do and like how they're going to announce it. Is it going to be official? Is it going to be like just on their stream to go like, hey guys, I'm doing the thing, and there's not going to be any post anywhere? I don't know exactly, but I heard of some people that wanted to do some stuff. So again, I'm gonna invite some people to like contact me to let me know, so I can do a little push on here in the news or in my on my tweets or whatever. We're gonna see. So I decided to clean it up a little bit more than what I posted last month, because I had it's kind of like it's a given. Scouting Prague, the event that FAR organizes, where with the screenshots every week, there's going to be one every Wednesday. It's going to be done like that from now on. So there's no point in me like adding all the dates to what we've got here. What we have currently going on, we still have Leaper Messiahs, this event that is still going on because it's continuing in March. So that's why I put it up there. We've got Fashion Victims, the submission week, which is still this week. I'm going to be talking about it in a moment. We've got Fashion Victims, then we've got the Vote Week that's going to be starting on Monday or Tuesday, depends. On March 9, we've got Testament, Protect the Prince, a Trios public event. I'm going to be talking about that. I'm going to be talking about all of this in just a moment. And then on March 18th, we've got another Fashion Victims. It's going to be followed by another Vote Week. But on March 23rd, we're going to have FUNament number 10, which has been confirmed is going to be a team deathmatch event. The option was added to the feedback form this week, and a surprising number of people voted for Team Deathmatch. On March 29th, as I talked a moment ago, we're going to have the new Twitch Drops campaign that is going to start, and on March 30th, we will have a competitive Trios PC event. People have been asking for this for a very, very long time. Last one that we got was at the end of October. So now I'm going to make one. And I'm going to be talking about that a little bit later. So these are the things that we've got. We also have Kit Kate, who is pulling together people to organize community scrims again. They were very popular during February, so she is currently working on that. If ever she has not contacted you and you want to organize some scrims on your channel, send her a little DM on Twitch. Sorry, not on Twitch. I mean on Discord. Send her a little DM on Discord. She's working on a schedule. There, of course, the days where we are going to have like these public events, like during the hours of the public events, we're not going to have any scrims during that time. So maybe we got to have them before or after or whatever. That's what we got. And probably like the day after the competitive trios is going to be like Easter Sunday. So probably not during that day. But yeah. And I'm currently working on some things for April. I'm gonna see if I can actually pull that off, because what I had got for April is incredibly ambitious. We're gonna see. So, I was talking about all of this. So we've got Scouting Prague that we've got currently happening during this week, organized by FARS. We've got the winner of week number 4 is Sword of Cain. So congratulations, Sword of Cain, for winning last week. For this week, by the way, these pictures are a little clue, or a little hint. If you don't know, like whenever she's using those pictures, it's a little clue about where exactly you're gonna find the picture. So this week, as I have to remind you, Scouting Prague, the idea of this is you've got a screenshot, and what you need to do is have the same outfit and archetype as you're seeing in the picture, and take a screenshot at the location where it's at. So what we have this week is this gnarly picture. You need to find the exact same place, and you need to have the outfit and the archetype, and take a screenshot here. You don't need to have like all the other fancy details that she's got for customization. You just need to have the outfit and the archetype and have the right location. So good luck to everyone who wants to join in that event. That is Scouting Prague. Like I said, we've got the Leaper Messiahs event that is still ongoing up until March 10th, where we are celebrating the leap year by playing a leaping character, aka Bruja. All you gotta do with this is play Bruja and down people with a spiked bat. Now, there's instructions that are posted inside the forum here. There will be 3 winners that are going to be randomly chosen. There's also going to be the bonus screenshot entry where you need to take a screenshot as your character is leaping through the air. And yeah, you submit that. And like I said, like for most of, like, I want to mention, like, for not just for this, but for most of the events, like a majority of the events, everyone is invited to participate. Everyone. Like, it's not just, you know, not the high skilled people, even the people who have just started playing the game. You can still submit a few things. You still got a shot at entrance for a lot of these events because, like, at some point, like, unless we say first come, first serve, the winners are usually randomly chosen because we need to allow everyone in all different time zones the chance to enter this, the chance to look at this, to, like, you know, to give it a fair shot. So that's why this event has been is set to go on for 2 weeks. So yeah, give it a shot. Also, listen to the little soundtrack that's in there. There's a little link inside the forum where you can listen to the music and maybe understand why I called it like that. Also, next thing, like I mentioned, we've got Fashion Victims. This is the week where you submit your fit. And yes, the theme of this now is do whatever you want. There is no theme. You just send us the best one, the best outfit that you think that people might be going like, hey, this looks interesting, or this looks cool, or whatever. You submit whatever you want. Our judges are going to select 6 people in the middle of all this, and then next week, either Monday or Tuesday, there's going to be the voting part where everyone gets to vote. And when everyone gets to vote, there's going to be one random person from all the voters who is going to win a bend the knee emote code. But the person that gets selected at the end of all this is going to win a fiercely loyal outfit, Lupin outfit, and fluorophore tattoo. So just give us your best fit that you can think of. This is also, I just want to like tell people that this theme of like freestyle, you get to do whatever you want, is going to be a recurring theme. Like, it's going to come back once in a while. If we don't have something like that currently works with the timeline of like what we've got in the schedule, like we try to like make it coordinate with like some of the like the holidays that we have in real life, try to make something out of that, or we got some other cool ideas that can happen. But once in a while we want to like bring in freestyle, so it can just like, you know, a lot of people can come up with some good outfits, but they don't necessarily fit any of the themes that we can suggest. So that's why we've got like one is just like, do whatever you want and people get to choose. And then we come to the big thing that I really want to talk about. Sorry, we've got neighbors that are, I don't know, moving furniture or something. Testament number 2, Protect the Prince. Now, I've been talking about this. This is happening March 9th, so next Saturday. It is a trios public event with 3 winning teams and 5 mystery winners at the usual time that we host our events on Saturdays, which is, you know, the time that most people keep telling us that they're like it's the most convenient time, the most convenient day or time slot that we have in the week where the biggest majority of players are available. So this is Trio's public event, and I'm going to tell you all about it. So we've got the rules and sign up here, and there's a little video also posted in here, but it's also posted inside this forum. Now, as usual, what you need to know is that testaments are supposed to be a place where it's testing grounds for like concepts and ideas about Bloodhunt. I don't want to put it necessarily in a FUNament. FUNament's got its own separate kind of, you know, format and expectations from people. With Testament is just like some of the suggestions from people that ask me about like a different game mode, a different game type. Can we try this? And we're not exactly sure if everything's going to work out. So we're going to make an event, going to see if it works, if people like it, if people don't like it. Do we need to tweak some things to make it happen? So this is really a shot in the dark. So this is really one of the first like actually real shot in the darks, because the last one that we did, number 1 for Team Deathmatch, we kind of knew it was going to work, but we weren't sure that it was going to be like specifically going to work, especially when it comes to the point scoring. We weren't too sure. But for this one, I'm not even sure if this event is going to work at all. But let's go into it. Protect the Prince is a Trios public server event. It's going to last 7 matches or 2 hours, whichever will feel right as the event goes along. It's possible that after, like, when we reach 2 hours, we didn't manage to get our 7 matches in. At that point, I might be going like, okay, it's been 2 hours. I call it. We're done. It's the end. Everyone submit your scores. So, how exactly does this whole thing work? If you haven't watched the video, we're going to watch it right now. Just give me a second. We're going to stop this little ambient music. We are going to watch this little video that I put together. Hey, nice, fun, shiny little video. And we're going to increase the volume here so we can hear me. Let's go. Introducing the Protect the Prince event gameplay rules for Vampire the Masquerade Bloodhunt. Protect the Prince is a variation on the game mode more known as Protect the President. While most games have this game mode added to the core game through mods or custom servers, we have to make do with what we've got in the case of Bloodhunt. Meaning, the rules have to be agreed upon by all participants through a sort of gentleman's agreement of how everyone is going to behave in-game, since we cannot change anything inside the game itself. So here are the basic rules of Protect the Prince. First, this is a game mode that can only be played in trios matches through the trios queue. Each trio of players will be composed of 1 prince and 2 bodyguards. The teams load in a trios match with 3 objectives: to eliminate the prince of the other trios, to keep their own prince alive, and to be the last team alive and win the match. The moment that a prince is completely eliminated, the bodyguards must stop whatever they are doing and let themselves be killed by their opponents, or simply leave the match. The opponents who are finishing off the princeless bodyguards must do so quickly, efficiently, and without delay. If one or both bodyguards are eliminated, they can be brought back at a resurrection station that you can find across the map. But here's the catch. While the bodyguards can play like they would normally play Bloodhunt, the prince is not allowed to pick up and use any weapon. To survive, they can pick up and use everything else that they can pick up in the map. Survival material like shields and syringes, as well as Camarilla keys and ammo, and they can also drop and pass on anything in their inventory to their bodyguards. They can use all of their archetype abilities, as well as use their fists to defend themselves. The only restriction is picking up and using weapons. So these are the basic rules. What else do we need to do to make this kind of event happen? Well, first, we need a group of people who will queue up in the same geographic region at the same time to ensure that these people will be playing in the same match against each other, which means 10 teams of 3 people, and we coordinate together to count down and queue in trios all together at the same time. Second, we need to establish the rules to this event, since the rules are going to be upheld and enforced by the same group. Normally, if this type of event was a mod in another game, you would have automatic detection of when the prince of a team would die and you would remove the whole team from the match. But here, it's not the case. So we have to agree about how we're all going to be behaving in this game mode. Third point, before anyone queues up, the princes of all teams need to be confirmed, because we don't want any team to decide to swap the prince role between teammates whenever it suits them. So either the names have to be written down, or even better, the group agrees that the princes, and only the princes, will all wear the same specific outfit to easily identify them. Now there are other rules and other variants that can be added to the mix, as well as a point system, but that's entirely up to whoever will be organizing and setting up that kind of event. So that's it, that's the Protect the Prince event for Vampire the Masquerade Bloodhunt. I've added a link in the description to a document with all the rules and variants that I could put together if anyone wants to run an event like this. If you have any comments or suggestions, feel free to let me know in the comments. Thank you, and I will see you in Prague. Thank you, me. Yeah, so let me get back here. Boop. All right. So this is what I explained is kind of like the basics of how that works. What I said about like we're gonna have about how we're going to have a like a point system. We're going to test out the point system during this event, but only kind of a part of it, because right now this is going to be a public event. So public event, we are going to have public event, we're going to have like some people that might get inside trios that might not be playing the same kind of with the same kind of rules as we are. They just might be playing trios. But if we ever have like an event like this that happens on a private server, there's going to be points added to that for every prince that you kill. Yeah. The prince is able to do everything that he can. The prince is able to do everything that they can. The only thing that is not allowed is to pick up and carry weapons. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. Apart from that, like, prince is able to do like everything. Prince can do everything. Other thing for this event, see this? The prince is not allowed to pick up any artifact. Prince is not allowed to pick up any artifact. Just for this one. It doesn't mean that the bodyguards are able to play the game however they want. The only restriction for the bodyguards is the moment that your prince is dead, you have to stop everything. These are the two kind of restrictions. These are the only two kind of restrictions that you got. For specifically this event, okay? Like I said, there's also a little document here. If ever you want to look at it, I wrote basically like the basic rules of all of this, but you've got like, here you go, you've got archetype rules here, and then you've got some entries that are called, some bullets that are called like variants. So variants are just like, okay, it depends, like here's how you can switch some rules up, but that depends on whoever organizes the event to go like, okay, the variant here, the prince cannot be a saboteur. Prince cannot be a saboteur, because then saboteur can just crouch and be stealthy, and then we don't think that's fine. We might have some people that do that, but if that's the case, you know, we're gonna see it. It means that the Prince is gonna be a saboteur only. But also, the saboteur only Prince, is that the wisest thing to do? We're gonna see. So I'm allowing that. But there might be another person that might do this kind of event that goes like, nah, Prince cannot be saboteur. It can be any other archetype. Okay. Might be another variant, like that you go like, okay, Prince cannot use any of their abilities. You're just gonna be like, Prince is walking simulator, if ever you want. But I'm just like, my recommendation is like, don't do that, because Bloodhunt is a moving game, and you know you're gonna be like crippling people to do that. But I don't know, maybe protect the Prince with like all archetypes, and you can use all the powers. Maybe it's a bad choice. Maybe when we test it, it's gonna be a bad choice, and you're gonna go like, maybe not have. Maybe it's gonna be like maybe it could be bad, like the Prince be a scholar. If the Prince of your team is a scholar, it might actually be like a, you know, big detriment to your entire team. I don't know. So there's a whole bunch of things here. There's different variants. There's different rules. Like I said, like if you want to spice up the scoreboard, you can do like add 2 points for every Prince that your team is eliminated in the match. But I'm leaving that to like, you know, it needs to be a private event. Because otherwise, like, it's possible that if we're doing this on the public servers, that some people might join a public server where there's none of the other people that are playing Protect the Prince rules, so they have no Prince inside their server to kill, so they have a point deficiency. So that's not a good idea. So that's why I scrapped that rule. Okay, so it's just going to be placement points. It's just going to be like you get points if you place in the match, and that's it. And we're going to see how that works. So it's going to be played all by the default rules that I've established there and that I wrote in the document, with the extra rule that the Prince cannot pick up any artifact. So like I say here, this is going to be a public event, so we'll try to queue all together to get as many teams in the same matches. It's not required that everyone be in the same matches, but since we aren't doing this on a private server, it would be fun if everyone that played trios with if everyone played trios with Protect the Prince rules. If some unrelated trios groups are in the same match, think of it as an extra challenge. So basically, you are handicapping yourself because you're gonna play trios with one of your members that is not allowed to use weapons. So you might be going against like actual like real trios players where everyone's just like, you know, I'm here to play trios. I don't know, Protect the Prince, whatever. I don't know about any of this. I'm not even aware that we're having an event that's happening right now. I'm just playing to get the dubs, you know? It's possible. So you might run into those people, but you know, we're gonna see. Like, it's still, those matches are still going to count, even if you find yourself in like a lobby where a match where you're the only person that, you know, yeah, let's imagine we got like 15 trios that are queuing at the same time, and then we've got one match that started with all the 10 teams in there. They're doing Protect the Prince, and then we got like the 5 other ones that find themselves in the lobby where just like with other 5 random teams that are just there to play trios. Well, there you go, figure it out. Let's see how it works, you know? Also because like the other thing is, it's because like this is just a concept of an idea. It hasn't been tested yet, hence testament to do it. So I can't really like come with a untested, untried idea to the community managers and say like, please give me a private server. They're gonna go like, are people actually going to show up, and how is this going to work? Are you sure this is gonna work? So that's why I'm just doing like, okay, we're gonna do our event like this. It's gonna be trios public servers. We're gonna see how the basics work, and then maybe people are gonna go like, you know, Khalior, it would be really fun and we'd be really invested if we could have this event on a private server. And if people tell me that, if I get that reaction from everyone like, yeah, let's do this on a private server, Khalior, then I'm gonna go like, hey, Tobias and Leon and company, like, look at all the feedback that I got. Can we do one? They're gonna be like, okay, give us a date. You know, we're gonna see if we can make it. They don't want, like, the community managers basically said to me, like, we want to be absolutely sure that your event on a private server is going to happen if we book something. If we book a date to do that, we need to be absolutely guaranteed that we're going to do that, because remember, they're working at Exoborn, and also our events happen on the weekends, and also this requires extra work. So really, for them to set up all of this and be set up during the weekend and all, like, let's not waste their time is basically what I'm saying, and what you need to be reading in like in between the lines. We can't just like conjure up a private server whenever we want. We still need to make sure that we got the proper justification that, you know, this makes sense. So how this going to work is, yeah, it's gonna be like, this is gonna be streamed by me. So I'm gonna do a countdown queue on stream, and we're gonna count. The other thing is, whoever's going to play the prince in the match, I'm deciding already. The prince is going to need to wear a milk or denim venom outfit. So that means princes are going to need to wear this. And other people inside their teams, inside the trios, need to not wear the same outfits. Okay? Because we don't want the whole thing of, like, you know, everyone's gonna, like, everyone in my trios is gonna wear the milk outfit, so no one's gonna know who the prince is. No, that's not the point. The point is, you're gonna wear these outfits because we need to identify and we need to know visually who are the targets. Like, that's important. And yeah, of course, you need to make sure that all the people that are inside the trios, when you submit your form, all the members of your trios are the same people. You're not just you can't just like pug trios and see, like, can we do it? Because that defeats the purpose. And yeah, whenever we're going match after match, people are going to fill in the results. The prize pool is going to be the same thing as last time, but here for the people the teams that managed to get first, second, or third place, all the teammates are going to win tokens and their choice of cosmetic. For the mystery prize winners, so like we did last time for Team Deathmatch, I'm gonna have some mystery winning conditions in my hand that we're gonna unveil when the scorecard is going to be revealed to everyone. And it's gonna be 5 individuals. It's not gonna be the teams. It's gonna be 5 individuals who are going to win the mystery prizes of some tokens and the cosmetic of their choice. The cosmetic of their choice, again, is still going to be like last time. Fiercely Loyal outfit, Lupin outfit, Floor 4 tattoo, or Bend the Knee emote. You get to choose which one you want. I like the concept of mystery winners. And yeah, you can fill in the form. You can let us know. Please, also, I would love it if there were streamers that stream their experience. Not just because I need something to, like, showcase when the event is going on, but also I would like to be able to see the VODs of everyone, to see, like, what their experience has been. So I can, like, I want to go through everyone's VODs as much as possible to see, like, how they played, how they viewed this, like, if there's, like, any special, like, pain points or anything like that. I want to be able to see it myself. So if you're going to sign up, you sign up until this little thing. And then for the rest is going to be like, here's a bunch of questions for your match. And I've got it set up for 7 matches. Yeah, and it's basically the link to your match. For this match, who was your team's prince? If you, like, yeah, if your prince got killed, who killed your prince? You know, because you're able to tell, like, exactly who killed your prince while you're looking inside the match. And then, like, for the rest is just like, okay, the number for your placement, the number of kills, the total number of kills for your team, the total number of assists for your team, and the total number of players that were inside the match. So a bunch of things. Like, I know that there's some extra things that are not necessarily needed, but I want for stats to know exactly what's been happening. But yeah, this is it. And it's public server. It's for everyone. Like I said, there's mystery prize winners that we got for this. So, Yeah, so we got mystery prize winners. So basically, if you just participate in this event, you have a choice, you have a chance of winning something. So it's open to everyone. It doesn't matter what kind of skill level you have. It doesn't matter what type of experience you have got in Bloodhunt. It doesn't matter if you started playing Bloodhunt just last week. Join in, sign up. We need people for this event. Right now, I don't think anyone signed up. As I checked like two days ago. No, I checked yesterday. I don't think anyone signed up for it, but it might be a thing that happened like for TDM where people just like join up as the event has started. But yeah, it's open to everyone. So get your trios together. Get your friends to join up with you. Set yourself the time for that, and yeah, let's have fun. Let's see if this weird concept of an idea can actually like is plausible, is doable, and if we get the right results and the right kind of feedback, then who knows? Maybe this might turn into something else. This might go into an event on private servers. People might enjoy this idea. Maybe we turn it into something else. Who knows? We don't know. Yes, but also we've also got like, besides this, I can be talking about like, we've got the scrim schedule that might be coming soon. If ever you want to join in with the scrims, you want to organize some scrims for yourself on your stream, contact KitKate. And yes, the other thing that I misplaced totally in my notes. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Boom. We've got solo FUNament. Oh, I forgot to click the thing. We've got solo FUNament feedback and results. Oh, wait, no, it's not. It's this one. It's this one. I completely forgot. Yep. Just give me a quick second. I need to switch up something on my end. Boop. There we go. Whoops. That's not the one. It's this. Bring this window back. So for the results that we got from the solo FUNament that happened last weekend, we got 1,233 enemies killed in total, 106 assists, 204 is the kill race winning score, 99 was the average score, 29 participants, and 5 people got a draw. The participation will still be available for future FUNaments. By the way, some prizes have already been distributed this week, I believe. Signing up is not mandatory to participate. However, if you stream and you want to be shown in the FUNament, sign up is required. Now, we did a lot of in the moment swapping for the streams that we did. FAR was good enough to do a lot of the checkups that we need to do like on the spot. But if we can avoid doing that in the future, we just like have everyone like sign up in advance. If you're going to stream, that'd be great. This time we've changed the rules for kill race. We had the feeling that this change could have been communicated more clearly for the kill race. Yes. Next FUNament is going to be March 23rd, as I told you. So the results for the kill race, we had Nevi, Controller God, and Scarecrow. That were the winners of the kill race. If you want the full results, they're listed here. For closest to average, we had Reek, as I've learned yesterday. That's the way it's supposed to be pronounced. It's Reek, SBD. In second place, we got Kaz's Dream the Kid, Hooligan, and Context. In third, we got Kids Next Door and Sarah. In fourth, we got Berserker. In fifth, we've got Mr. Enterprise. And our random winner was Lynn. So, yeah, these are the winners. They got the prizes and all the stuff. And normally this is where you would fill in all the feedback. But this time we asked you to like go choose quickly as much as possible. So we could tell you that the next one was going to be TDM. So these options this time was solo, duo, trio, and TDM. Now trio, we said, please notice we already have 2 other trios events in March. So kind of like we're letting the option there for trio, but we're also letting you know there's 2 trios things that are happening. So there's the Protect the Prince event, and there's going to be the competitive PC event that's also going to be trios. Now, if we had like those three gathering events of like the Bloodhunt community and 3 of them were trios, I think that some people would have been angry and pissed off at us. But yeah, so it's going to be TDM, but it's going to be Team Deathmatch solo performance, the same way that we did it with the Testament. So basically, you can queue into Team Deathmatch. Like, as you know, like Team Deathmatch is made for trios, but you can queue into Team Deathmatch in solo, duo, trio. It doesn't matter. It's going to like specifically for what we're going to do. We're going to evaluate your solo performance. It's going to be your solo performance scores that you're going to sign up for. So it's going to behave the same way that solos works. That's what we're going to have. So. That's it. I just wanted to let you know that the feedback and the results of the event were there. So, what else? Oh yeah, that's what I was working on. That's what I was mentioning. So, here is the part where I'm letting you know what can we expect now. Because we've gone through all the news. Well, what can we expect now? Well, you already know. I've already told you about this. We've got Leaper Messiahs that's still going on there. We still got Fashion Victims that you can still submit until tomorrow when the community votes are going to come in. Also for the week, we've got Scouting Prague. That is the current one that is going on. It switches every Wednesday. So Wednesday, there's going to be a new one. Like I just mentioned, there's Testament. The signups are ready. It's going to be happening next Saturday. So get your trios. Start practicing. Everyone is invited. Everyone can join. As for the signups for the FUNament TDM FUNament, they are going to be available either on Sunday or Monday by far. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on the community events channel in the Bloodhunt Discord. For the signups for the competitive trios event, they are going to be up at some point during the week. It's not going to be just a form. I want to add a little video where I'm going to be like talking a little bit of a caution to everyone, a little bit of like kind of warning of how things are going to be, because it's not just a competitive trios organized by Bloodhunt for everyone. It's going to be Khalior's competitive trios. So there's going to be some, how can I say? There's going to be some terms of service by Khalior that are going to be applied there. And I'm just going to let everyone know, I've already hinted at it, but I might as well let people know as much as possible that even though it's going to be a competitive trios event for PC, it's going to be competitive, I'm going to let you know that both competitive and casual players are going to be invited to sign up. When I'm going to be posting the video, I hope everyone's going to take a look at it, because there will be some explanations as to why casual players will have a chance at getting the competitive masks and prizes. So, already putting the word out there, it's going to be happening at the end of the month on March 30th. But whenever the signups are going to be available, I hope that everyone is going to sign up as quickly as possible, because I need to let the community managers, yes, this event is happening. Yes, can you please set up the private server? Whatever is going to happen, the event itself is going to happen. There's not going to be any cancellation of event. The competitive trios event is going to happen. It's just that the people that are going to be in the event might be of varying different levels of skills. There will be some explanations. You will see. You will hear. You will understand what I mean when you're going to be seeing the video. So, for everyone, spread the word for these events. Sign up, participate. there's less little performance events that I like to organize, kind of like Leaper Messiahs and the Amorous Amaranths and all those kinds of like little extra events that I usually pepper around the place like one after the other. I did not have those set up for March because personally I need a breather of organizing all of that, plus having the Testament, having the FUNament, and having the competitive event all happen in 1 week, and also planning the stuff I want to see happen in April. It's gonna be a lot of work for me, and I don't know if I can handle like other stuff. But like I said, I've heard that there are other people inside the community that want to organize their own little events, so I'm thinking that on top of scrims as well, I think people are gonna be like busy enough in the Bloodhunt community. So yeah, like I said, spread the word about these events and sign up, please people, everyone sign up. Yes, exactly. For the TDM FUNament, you can sign up solo, play with whatever randomized teams the lobby pulls you together. Yes, it's gonna be just basically like you play TDM right now. There are some people that say that see inside the game that when you look for team deathmatch, it says trios. And I've heard that there are some people that don't want to play team deathmatch because they see it's written trios. So you have to be in trios, and some people don't like to do trios. Until I tell them like, no, you can just queue up in solo. You can queue up solo. And it's not a problem. You can queue up duos, and that's not a problem. So there you go. You did not know that. There needs to be. It's probably one of the reasons why there are some people that don't play team deathmatch is because they see labeled trios and they think like, no, that's not for me. I hear that trios are hard. I'm just like, no, queue up and you're gonna see. But most people don't necessarily know that. So, anyways, yes, make sure that you sign up for all those events if ever you want to join in. And really, I want to make it clear to everyone can join up in all of those events, including the competitive one. But all of these events, you always have some randomized chance if you participate to win prizes. If you don't have the banner and icon for participating in the FUNament, well, it's still going to be available in the next one, so sign up for that. It's all going to be in the form when it's going to be available. Like I said, Sunday or Monday when FAR is going to be putting that out. And yeah, so even the most casual players are invited to sign up, are invited to join, are invited to play. Like really people, like a lot of people try it for the first time and just go like, wait a second. It wasn't that much stress. The stress was just like trying to sign up and fill out the form. But that's it. The rest of the time is just to play Bloodhunt as I would normally do. And you're like, yeah, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. We want to make this as uncomplicated as possible for everyone to join in and have some fun. So, with that being said, please join up, participate, watch the streams, or lurk. Remember that the game is in our hands. The community is the key. Community is the way forward. Community is the reason why the game is still alive. We still got some servers. We still can play the game. So please invest in the community if you can. So share, like, retweet, tell your friends about all these things that are happening. Even the most proest of pros and people that seem to know a lot about the game don't necessarily know about the community events that we're organizing for the community. So, yeah, we're trying to keep it interesting. We know that there's going to be a discussion that's going to happen with the. My God, I hope everyone's okay. I don't know if the mic picked up that, but like certainly like a chair dropped on the floor. Yeah, if ever you are here playing, if you're here watching the stream, stick around after I'm done with this recording. I'm going to be giving away a Purple Pain combo outfit of the outfit and the glasses for PC players. So stick around. If you are someone watching on YouTube, keep in mind that all of the links of everything that I've been talking about are all in the description, along with the time code. So if ever you want to skip through all different parts of my videos, it's always the way that I've set everything up. And basically, yes, also please give me a follow on Twitch if ever you can. The channel is still growing. I appreciate everyone for joining up. At 1,000 followers, I will be doing a big channel giveaway. And remember that when I stream Bloodhunt, you can also get the special drops. And sometimes I do code giveaways. Follow me on my socials. Follow me on my Twitter. I post a lot of things on my Twitter. If you don't like Twitter, I have a Discord. Follow me on my Discord, and all my tweets, all my notes, everything that I put together. I don't do a lot of community stuff on my Discord. I'm not bothering people with the Discord that much, but all of the news and all of the info, if you want to make sure that you don't miss a thing, everything's on my Discord. Everything's all posted there, including all the times that I go live. So, everyone, that's it for us here. Just a reminder to be kind to each other and to yourself. And I will see you next Saturday, for Testament number 2, Protect the Prince Trios public event. And then on Sunday, we're going to be doing the news recap in the afternoon. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.